Okay, another week, another exciting call. I'm super excited. I am super excited today because you guys, normally we just do plexus training, right? Very specific things to help you grow your plexus business. But I decided to take it offline a little bit today and do a much more specific training for your mind and your heart. And I am looking at everybody on this call, and I think, has everybody been with Plexus for 5 years or more on this call? I feel like the answer is yes. 6 years or more? Okay, so
8 years yesterday.
Yes, so Lynn is our newest member at 5 or more years. We've all been around a long time. And last week's call, even though everybody has been around a long time, we tackled the what is plexus question, which I think is really great because it's really duplicatable, right? Because anybody can use it. I'm not going to go back into that training. You can watch it, but I just want to rehash how great it is because anybody can use it. You don't have to be a nurse, right? You don't have to be a doctor. You don't have to know anything. You have to be a good listener. And then you have to be able to, like, if you don't know the answer, which all of you guys at this point know how to find the answers or how to guide them once you know what's bothering them. And if you're brand new people who join, do the same thing and then know to reach out to you once they find out what the people have, you're golden, right? It's so very duplicatable. It's duplicatable whether people have a testimony or not, whether they have a huge life-changing story or not. Like, it's so brilliant. So I love that training. But today we're going to talk about getting your edge back. So our team had a lot of explosive growth during COVID. I don't know if it's because it's a number of reasons, right? Some people were just home and had more time. Everybody was focused on their health for the first time ever. Everything just kind of shifted in the world. And I feel like most teams had a lot of great growth during COVID. And I continue to hear, it's just not like it was in COVID. Well, it's just not. But like, how long can that keep you down, right? Like, how long can that be a reason that you're not gung-ho? And I think a lot of people, once that what they were calling momentum slowed down and they took their foot off the gas, a lot of people have not put their foot back on the gas. Do you feel that? You kind of see it around you. There's lots of people, regardless of where they were or what they're doing. And it's not just in our company, it's in their health, in their life. It's like people kind of took a back seat to things and they're trying to get re-engaged in life, but y'all, it's 2023. I actually just got a text message today because somebody canceled lunch for tomorrow because she was exposed to COVID. And I'm like, is that still a thing? Like, we're still canceling, but she's much, much older, a lady from church. And so she's gonna do her. But I'm just like, yes, Amy, it was so quick and fast, and people did burn out, I think, whatever they want to call it. They loved the money, they loved the growth, they loved the bonuses, but once they had to return back to real life of like taking kids to school, taking kids to sports again, or going back to an in-office job, people that joined your team that were going to share no longer knew how to juggle both. Those of us who have been around a long time already knew how to juggle both because we were juggling both when we started. All those people that joined that were like, yeah, I want to make $500. They never learned how to juggle both. They were like, I'm not doing anything else. I might as well sell this. I have more energy. But here's the thing. I don't know if any of you need your energy back, feel like you've kind of lost your edge, or if you just need this training so that you can help other people get their edge back. I think I kind of am always doing trainings, partially so that I have something to train on, but also because I just have to like keep learning, and sometimes I'll sit the whole training and I was like, well, I'm going to be able to help a lot of people with that. It put things that I was already doing naturally in my head into better words that I can share with people. And some things I'm just like, yes, I needed that today. So here's the thing. Life is hard. Life is chaotic. Like, people on your team are quitting. Your customers are quitting. People have grandkids. They got kids. They have jobs. They have health challenges. Like, all of that is super real. Some of it is super uncontrollable. Some of it is controllable. Some people had really great things happen, right? Like, they had a kid and they don't know how to get their edge back. Like, some good things happen, some bad things happen. But I think there's a lot of people out there who are like, that was 3 years ago, and here I am still doing the same thing. Oh, guess what? It's not working anymore. It's not working, right? So you have to be really good at a few things to get your edge back. One of the things that's so critical is engaging in daily self-improvement, right? So what does that look like? You guys know, but it never hurts to go back through it and kind of maybe hear a different perspective, or maybe you'll hear one new thing, or like I said, maybe you just learned something you could share with somebody else, or you get through the end of this and you want to share the video with somebody else because you're like, maybe this will help you. So what does our self-improvement look like? It's got to include mindset. It's got to include goals. It's got to include good habits, good influences in your peer group, and you have to be moving towards things that are important to you. You just have to. If you're not moving towards things that are important to you, and oftentimes it's not a dollar amount or a specific car or a specific weight. It's the lifestyle that you want once you reach that, right? Because I can tell you, once you hit the rank, then you're like, oh, that was all? Oh, guess what? Tomorrow I have 0 points again. That's lame. That's what happens, because you probably are going to hit your next big rank on the last day of the month. And you know what happens the next day? Big goose eggs. It is, you look at it and you're like, oh, I worked really hard for that, and it's all gone. And you hang on a little bit till you get your like paycheck with the bonuses around the 15th. But honestly, you're like, what was that? But if you knew what you were doing it for, whether it's you wanted to hit that rank so you could get that bonus so you could go on a vacation, or you could put money towards, like, it's the lifestyle you want, right? It's not the rank. You don't walk into a store and be like, hi, my name is Christy and I'm an Emerald ambassador. Don't nobody care. The only time anybody knows I'm Emerald is at Plexus convention because my lanyard strap is green. Nobody cares. And guess what? I don't wear that lanyard anywhere else. Nobody cares. They'll be like, why you got that name tag on? Right? So it really is about the lifestyle, the things I hope to provide for my family by hitting those points every month, right? Whatever it looks like to you. So you really have to amp up your future focus. So if you are stuck in reactionary mode, you are not future focused. If you don't have ambitious goals for yourself, you're not future focused. And you can be future focused on your family, your health, your income, your 10-year future. And if you can keep that future thought in your mind, I mean, obviously you have to do the tasks of today, but if you know why you're doing it and why you're not giving up, because what's in your future, and every morning you're writing down what your goals are, and every morning you're writing down things that you're thankful for, your brain will naturally, it just moves into that. And it's like such a sweet reminder every day of like what, in whatever way you want to say them. If you want to journal them, if you want to say them as affirmations, whatever. For me, I say, out loud affirmations, and that keeps me focused on what my goals are, regardless of how long it's going to take to reach them. And if you're not looking at your goals every day, you're not going to be aimed in that direction every day. Some people avoid looking at their goals or writing them out because they're like, well, I'm never going to hit it, or I'll just be disappointed again. Maybe. You'll also never hit it if you stop aiming your mind in that direction, going towards it. And I think everyone would agree, even if it took you 10 years to become a diamond, you're going to be so excited when you hit it. You're not going to look back and be like, that was the worst 10 years of my life. You're going to be like, I totally did that. Right? This is what I have. This is why I never quit. This is why I never gave up. Like, I have a master's degree. There's not a job that I could get out there as a 50-year-old woman making, $20,000 a month as a minimum. Not right now. I've been out of the corporate world for way too long, right? And it sure would not provide me with the flexibility to tote this crazy kid to all of his appointments and homeschool him and do all of those things, right? So even if it takes me years to get there, gosh, you guys, it's going to be so worth it, whatever that goal is, right? So stay future focused. Something else that's important in getting your edge back is your physical vibrancy. Everybody knows those people that they are just like naturally gravitate towards, right? They just kind of have this energy. And it doesn't matter here's what it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they weigh. Doesn't matter what the scale says. It is their energy. It is how they love others. It is how they lift others up. You can tell that they are taking care of themselves, right? Because there are the people who give, and give, but they don't take very good care of themselves. They are not that vibrant. They look a little beat down. Am I right? And do you know who you don't want to attach yourself to? Somebody who looks really beat down and exhausted. Right? This has zero to do with the number on a scale and everything to do with somebody's energy and how vibrant they are. So how do you get vibrant? It's different for everybody. You probably already know, and you maybe have lost sight of it. For some, it's meditation. For some, it is, for everybody, it needs to be exercise. I don't care what your exercise is. Like I'm not telling you to go like sign up for CrossFit. I'm just telling you, move your body. It is good for you. It looks like trying to eat healthy in whatever way that looks like. It is sleeping well. It is having good, positive relationships around you. It is supplementing, and I'm not telling you anything brand new. I'm hopefully just refocusing you on what you already know. At the core of you, you can think back. When did I look and feel my best? Again, this has nothing to do with a number on a scale. Am I frozen? I can see everybody else except for Lynn froze for me. Amy says I'm okay. I'm okay for okay. All right. So again, I truly don't believe it has anything to do with a number on a scale or the size of a house or the type of car. It is truly, when did you feel your best? And what were you doing? And which of those things do you need to add back to your daily routine? What I do may look different than what you do. Okay. But people will be attracted to that. And that is important. The next thing to help you get your edge back, it's your peer group. And sometimes our peer group are the little humans that we raised. That is not the peer group that I am talking about. Okay. You need to be intentional about surrounding yourself with other ambitious humans. I don't know if that means you go to a group exercise class, because now you're showing up with other people who are putting their health first, even though they probably have 4 loads of laundry at home and a sink full of dishes. They showed up to class. I don't know if it means showing up at networking events with other people trying to grow their business and their income at whatever it is. I don't know what it looks like, but here's the thing. When you surround yourself with high performers, they're not judging you. They are looking to lift you up. High performers, they don't spend any time judging others. Like you might think, oh, they're better at that than me, or oh, they're smarter, or oh, they're wealthier. They are not thinking that. You know who thinks that? I've shared this before. The people below you. The lower achievers are actually the ones judging. The high achievers, they are so busy achieving and lifting other people that want to achieve. That's who you want to surround yourself with. They may have crap days, but it doesn't ruin them. And get with those people and say, yeah, you were looking so good. Like, what are you doing? Do you meditate? Or, what do you like? How are you reaching your goals over and over and over every month? What does that look like to you? People love sharing that stuff. High achievers love lifting others. And then they want to know about you too. What are you doing? So surround yourself with people that when you leave the room, you just feel better. Those rooms, those tables exist. There are tables you will leave and you will go, I don't really feel great. And I wonder what they're saying about me now that I left the table. Those tables exist. Don't go back to them. Build a new table. Find new people. They're out there. And being around them will give you an edge, because you can't be surrounded by high achieving people and not become high achieving. It's just impossible. You're the average of the 5 people you hang out with. Insert yourself. Okay. And if you don't have a great peer group, by all means, listen to Ed Milet every morning or Tony Robbins. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be lifted by other people who are doing great things. All right. Attitude resilience may sound a little ridiculous, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Double down on your attitude resilience. Most of the time, you wake up and you're like, I'm good. Today's going to be a great day. Today's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day, right? And then something bad happens. And you don't really mean to, but you creep into kind of a bad attitude. And then before you know it, it is bedtime and you are still in a bad attitude. It is so easy to kind of just you have to be intentional about having a good attitude, right? Because we can't control what is happening to us, but we can 100% control how we react to it. And you can control how long we are not ignoring our feelings. We are not saying don't have a bad day. I am saying, like, if somebody says no to you or makes you feel really crappy about something you said or posted or asked, be like, okay, I'm going to give myself 1 hour to go feel sorry for myself. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do whatever, and set your timer and come back and be like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. Do not make it so that you don't do anything else the whole rest of the day, right? And sometimes tragedy occurs. It does. Tragedy occurs, and it's going to probably be more than an hour. It's going to maybe be a couple of days, and that's okay, as long as, here's the deal. Try not to ever go longer than like 3 days of being completely inactive, complaining, and angry at the world. How many of you guys have had something crappy happen to you and you got to call your mom, your sister, your best friend, your cousin, and you got to tell everybody about it? You cannot lift yourself up when you continue to rehash the crap that happened. You can't. And if you got to call all those people, okay, then the next day be like, all right, I told everybody that needed to know that Susie treated me like crap and she's a jerk face and I don't ever want to be friends with her again. They all know. So starting tomorrow morning, we're not friends with Susie anymore, but nobody else needs to know. I already told all the important people, right? Because we've all had that, like where you keep rehashing it. You don't even realize it anymore. You keep bringing up this bad thing that somebody did to you or something that happened, and you can't move forward. You cannot be future focused when you continue to rehash the bad. Now, here's the thing. Have yourself a pity party, but treat it like a real party. Like parties last like 4 hours if they're remarkable. And then you go home and you go to bed and you wake up this next morning, right? And the party is over. No more party. Party ended last night. You drove yourself home or you got an Uber. Party's over. So if you recognize and treat a pity party just like you would any other party and let it end, you're going to move past it. But you have to be aware because you have to stay active. And I am all for giving yourself time and space when there's funk. But have a timer on it. Have a timer on it because the longer you stay out of motion, the harder it is to get back in motion. Right? And here's the deal. You can get a coach. Like if you just have trouble staying in motion, staying motivated, staying whatever, even if it's just this call every week, and this is enough to cause you to be like, okay, calls are on Wednesday. I know I get off on Wednesday and I'm excited to get to work, and I maybe still get to work on Thursday and I do a little more on Friday. By Monday, I've kind of lost my momentum, but I know by Wednesday it's coming again. I'm okay with that, right? Like show up, get coached. If you need one-on-one coaching, like do what you need to do. If there's like major trauma, get a therapist. Like get the help you need so that you can move on into a vibrant, future-focused spot in your life. It's so easy to have a bad attitude, but it's also a skill you can have to switch it to a good one. To be that person that people look up to. And when you are that person, you are attractive to others. And guess who wants to join your team? Other people with good attitudes, because you attract like-minded people, right? Like negative Nellies do not enjoy being around me because I am like, wah, wah. I don't have any time for that. And so they don't stick around me very often because I am not great with that. You know who negative Nellies like to hang out with? Other negative Nellies. So if you are a person who has high energy, excitement, ambition, your future focus, you're talking about your goals, you're talking about how you're doing it, do you know who's going to be attracted to you to join your team? The same people who have the same type of outlook. But you got to share it, right? I don't think anybody's going to knock on your door today and be like, are you ambitious? Are you high achieving? Are you trying to hit big goals? Okay, I'd like to join your team. Friends, that's not happening. You guys have to share your heart in whichever way that looks to you. I don't know if it's in your stories. I don't know if it's in your posts. I don't know if you do enough personal networking so that people know, hey, Amy, she's going to show up and bring some energy to the group. I don't know where that looks. How you exhibit that, you do. You know where your sphere of influence is, and you have to share that. It is not bragging to be like, yeah, I'm trying to get this free cruise. Or I'm working hard this month because Susie's about to start gymnastics and she made the competitive team, and now I got to travel on the weekends, and y'all, it's expensive. Mama's got, My friends joke, like it is a common thing in my friend group where something will come up or Rob will say he wants something or I'll say I want something. And literally, if I don't say it first, people say it to me. That's a lot of pink drinks. And I'm like, that is a lot of pink drinks. Like anybody in my circle knows, like if I have something I'm working towards that I want to do for my family or friends, they're like, that's a lot of pink drinks. Yes, it is. You know why everybody knows that? Because I am 100% open. And it is simplified to say that's a lot of pink drinks, but they all know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm so open with like, girls got college to pay for like 20 years. I'm paying for college. The first 4 are done. I got 16 more years to pay for college. That's a lot of pink drinks. Okay. It's a lot. That's a long time of slinging pink drinks, in case you wondered. Maybe don't have all your kids 4 years apart. It's a little late for that, but okay. So here is a beautiful quote by Viktor Frankl from the book Man's Search for Ultimate Meaning. I haven't read the book. I'm going to be adding it to my list, but he says, the last of the human freedoms is to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. And there were always choices to make. Every day, every hour, offered the opportunity to make a decision which determined whether you would or would not submit to those powers which threatened to rob you of your very self. Your inner freedom, which determined whether or not you become the plaything to circumstance, renouncing freedom and dignity. You guys do not let anyone take away your ability to choose your attitude. Ever. Because when you choose to rise and take action and have that edge, you inspire other people around you. If you see others around you rising and taking action, others that have that edge, look at what they're doing and strive to do the same. You've got to begin by taking action and moving forward. That is my 30-minute soapbox. Okay, I'm going to open it up to questions, thoughts, concerns. Like, what do you got for me? You guys feel excited to like go, to have an edge? Share it with me. Anybody?
I have a call in just a few minutes with Jennifer Leaf, but I am doing a hosting my first real event, 2 events, one tomorrow night for people to, learn about Reset and then sign up hopefully by the end of the month. And then I'm hosting my own Reset challenge August 7th through the 9th. So those are big steps for me. Like I like the talking part, the Zoom part, but this is a messenger event and it's a little different. And then the 3 days of me being consistent with posting in this Reset group is going to be a challenge for me. But I'm going to do it and I'm excited. So that's what I've got going on.
That's so exciting. That is awesome. And anytime you do something like that for the first couple times, it is a little, you're like, can I do it? And then you do it and you're like, I can do it again. Not only can I do it again, but
Amy, do you have the boards app?
Well, yes, I do. I don't use it, but I do have someone else's Reset board that I am using some of it, and I'm just kind of tweaking it to fit who I know is coming to the party and what they need.
Okay. And then do you use Project Broadcast at all?
I don't, but that's my next thing to dig into.
So just if you have anybody that does an individual reset, like I have a yoga student right now who ordered a reset last week. And so she's doing it on her own. Yesterday was day 1, today's day 2. So within that Project Broadcast, I have 16 messages to go out to her, to go out to anybody who does the reset over 3 days. So, but they can reply and, message me back and then I can message them back on that. But it's preset, so the work is already done. I don't have to make anything new along with the messenger party. It's already done. So
That's amazing. Yeah, I
Lynn
definitely
has
needed to.
really great, if once you get into project broadcast, Lynn has really great, I don't know what, it's like a code or whatever, and you just drop it in and it's the whole.
yeah,
drip
they
campaign.
are, they're Debbie, if you want to send me your phone number, I can, or message me on Facebook, I can help you. Same with Amy. They're called, I'm drawing a blank. I'm so sorry.
Literally, you just go
But
to
they're
project broadcast and you drop in the code.
Yeah,
And
there's
Lynn has
campaigns that are already set up. So if I got somebody who's new, starting on triplex, they get a 90-day message program from me. So the first 5 days they hear from me, and then a week later they hear from me, and then 16 days later they hear from me. So those messages are all set up. Now you can go in and make your own campaigns. Like I made a campaign for my neighbor who was having trouble remembering to drink her slim. So I made a 21-day drink your slim campaign. And that was just, good morning, mix your slim with your water, have a great day. And it was affirmations. It was standing in front of the mirror and tell yourself you're amazing and beautiful today. So I dripped in some affirmations within that campaign also.
That's amazing. I love that.
And then Christy, I'm really glad that you did this today, because not that I was giving up, because I'm not a giver upper at all, but was definitely in a business funk. And Jessica Park sent me 2 things to listen to. One was Celeste Gwen talking about the business. And then another one was a 30-minute call with Emily Roberts that I just listened to. And I listened to both of them today, and they really got me motivated. So I made a really bold post about 40 minutes ago.
Okay, we'll have to go check it out.
Calling out all those people who were happily sharing about Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
I put in there, like, no offense. This is not to be an offensive post. Loved Barbie as a little girl, love network marketing as an adult.
That's awesome.
Nice. I love that.
That is awesome.
Pink drink, me drinking my pink drink.
Yay. Okay, anybody else? Thank you for sharing that, Lynn.
You're welcome.
And if
Okay, I'm
anybody
gonna
can-
unmute, but I'm not gonna show my face.
Okay.
Hey, Lynn, I can't find you. I looked in the group chat, like the Team Hope group
Look in the
chat.
chat. She just shared her whole Facebook. She's not on our team, Debbie, so she's not in Team Hope.
Okay,
Look
you
at,
put
I'm
your
in
whole
Gold
thing
Diggers
in
though,
here?
Christy.
you are. She's in Gold Diggers, and she just put her whole Facebook name on in the chat.
In here. Sorry,
Yes,
I'm on
ma'am.
my computer and it's, oh, there it is.
Down in
Except
the
for
chat.
it's
Down
not,
in the chat.
my computer's not bringing that up. Dang it. Okay, Lynn,